Great morning, great morning, great morning, great people. What y'all was doing? Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get my life in order. 1, 2, 3. Oh, good morning, great people. Ma'am, I don't know how. I am still trying to do it, wasn't it? Great morning, great people. Don't do me. Great morning. Great morning. Great morning. Great people. Great morning. How y'all was feeling this morning? How are y'all doing? Happy Friday. Welcome to the day party. First one ever. We is partying in the daytime time. We is good and grown. Why? Because some grown people be partying in the daytime. Party like a rock. Party like a rock star. Great morning, y'all. Great morning. Y'all come in, like the live, share the live, share the love. I got so much to tell y'all. How are y'all doing this morning? I hope you're feeling good. Happy Friday. Good morning, honey bunny. Good morning, Mimi. Good morning, KFK. What a doozy booski. I've been MIA. Okay, I've been MIA for the last couple of days. I'm gonna tell y'all about it, but okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back in this thing. Great morning, Blue Bayou in the building. What it dooski booski. Great morning, Hunty Oneties. Jay Cosby, tap, tap, tap in. What's happening? All my people them is checking in this morning. I appreciate y'all. Come on, Ten of Pentacles. Receive it. Okay, we received the Ten of Pentacles. It's been a busy couple of days. I'm gonna tell y'all about it, but y'all know we're gonna meditate first. Okay, y'all know we're going to meditate first. True Beauty in the building. Great morning, dear one. Great morning. Well, um, oh yeah, because we don't have to get astrology clarity out. I'll get that in a second. Y'all come in, like the live, share the love. Drop something in the chat that you're grateful for. Let's get the flow of abundance. Y'all know we're gonna do our 15-minute meditation first, and then we will get into this morning's message. It's been a delay, but a delay is not a denial, right? A delay is not a denial. So we are going to get the message we're supposed to get on which day? Wednesday. What was yesterday? On Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. I didn't have anything set up for yesterday because I was out and about. I'm gonna talk y'all about in a minute. I was moving around a little bit yesterday, so I didn't have time to. I didn't have a message for yesterday. So we doing Wednesday's message today. Don't be no hater. If you new, welcome to the community. We're so happy and so grateful that you are here. Um, now, this is great, amazing things. Great, amazing things are going to happen for us today. We're going to talk about the full moon energy. We're going to talk about all that good stuff in Uno Momento Nim. Okay, we're going to talk about it. So, all to do it, y'all got y'all adult beverage of choice. Now, today is the day party day one. Okay, this is our first ever day party. Instead of doing the after party, we're doing the day party. Um, but if you, well, I hope they don't, but if they do, that's their business. I ain't gonna say too much tonight. That ain't even got nothing to do with me. Get your beverage of choice. After we meditate, we are going to need it. Okay, at least I do. I'm Team Fusion today. Don't be no hater. Okay, I had a long night. Oh, let's do it. Let's meditate, y'all. Let's get our journals out. Let's get our meditation going, and then we'll hop into this morning's message. Make sure you start with some deep breaths, okay? Meditate, get centered, all that good stuff, so we can get this word. Oh, let's do it. Here we go, y'all. Y'all, them babies be singing. Oh, let's 15 minutes. Peace. I know I'm so grateful after I do my scripture. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Great morning. Great morning. Great morning, chat. That little piece of hair wrap trying to get beside itself, wasn't it? Okay, I'm back. Great morning, great morning, great morning again, great people. Thank y'all for tapping in for this morning's meditation. How y'all doing? Great morning. I got something to share with y'all. Spirit I'm just putting my spirituals. We is gonna see if we is gonna do it. We receive it. Y'all, is that camera dirty? I hope not. Might be. It look a little blurry, don't it? Or is that just me looking at it? Y'all, come in, like the live, share the love. Drop something in the chat that you're grateful for. We got a lot to talk about on this message this morning. How are y'all feeling? Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you're feeling good. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to discussionals, a lot to discussionals. Hold on, let me put some. Y'all see that cosmic mocha? Y'all seen that? You see that lip gloss was pop? Don't be no hater. Go get you some. Okay, go get you some cosmic mocha. Mint it. Y'all seen it? I know you see it. Y'all better show up, show out, and shine. Yes, that is the cosmic mocha celestial shine lip gloss. And I did and needed it. Why? Because my lips was ashy. Method. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. Come on, Cosmic Mocha, you better show up, show out, and shine. All it do is like the share the love. How y'all feeling this morning? You think that gloss was glossing? And that gloss was glossing minted in my spirituals. Great morning, Joanna. God morning. Hello, honey. Welcome to this morning's message. I hope y'all are doing well. I gotta share something with y'all that the Lord just put in my spirituals. Now I don't know how y'all gonna feel about this, but I'm gonna tell y'all and I'm gonna do it. Why? Because I think it's a good idea, because it's a God idea. Come on, God. They literally the Lord just dropped this in my spirituals. We might be trying up a new format on Monday. Okay, trying up a new format on Monday. I have a lot to tell y'all today. A lot has happened. Okay. What are y'all grateful for this morning? I am grateful for y'all. As always, I'm grateful for y'all. I'm grateful for the Lord bringing opportunities into our lives and new beginnings into our lives and keeping us on target. Lil check me in my spirituals, but I receive that as well. I'm grateful for being willing to bet on me. Okay, being willing to bet on me. Hey J Lulu Nim, I'm grateful for you popping up in my notifications as I felt near. Oh, we so happy and so grateful that you are here. Y'all make sure you turn your notifications on so you're notified anytime I go live or post a video. I have not been live the last couple of days, y'all. Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday was because I was trying to be fast. No, not fast in the tail. I was trying to be fast and I was driving. Shout out to TikTok who put safety first. Okay, who put safety first, and they ended up revoking my access, so I couldn't go live anyway. After they revoked my access because I was driving. And so I wasn't able to go live on Wednesday. Okay. So I received that. And then yesterday I was on the move. Okay. I was on the move. We finna talk about that in this morning's community. But the Lord just put something in my spirituals just now, y'all, while we were meditating. And I do believe that starting on Monday, I'm going to try something a little different. I want everybody to be able to receive the part. Look at the moon, y'all. We finna talk about this for this. Come on, this full moon in Aries energy. I was just thinking about the moon. She pretty too. She full. She's beautiful. She's glowing. Meant it. Okay. So y'all know the other day we talked about sowing the seeds, sow the seed. And so I feel like that's what's happening for a lot of us. There are new seeds and new intentions. That we're planting, right? We are sowing the seed. So I literally just got this download. They literally just told me this in my spirituals, but I'm gonna do it because why not? Let's talk about what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna get some scripture this morning. Okay. Got the moon card for my day's message. Good deal. So let's drop this in the chat. Let's get into the message and the word this morning. Again, this was the message that was supposed to be a part of it, I feel like, but I also feel like some things needed to transpire because God is not, he's very strategic. And so I'm not mad at all about the last couple of days that I wasn't able to go live. We're gonna use the astrology clarity deck today as well, since we are still in full moon energy. Drop this in the chat, no doubt. And shout out, no doubt. Okay, shout out. Ain't that Gwen Stefani? Love you, honey. We say that it is bananas. BANANAS. Okay, I'm back. Listen, drop this in the chat, no doubt. Okay, no doubt. Because we talking about sowing seeds, right? We talked about sow the seed the other day. And so we don't, no doubt, right? Because what we not gonna do, hey, you ever just looked at the moon and thought about it as a seed? um I feel like whether it's a new moon, a lot of times the new moon equates for the planting for me. But the heart, come on, God, oh, come on, God, the harvest moon, which we had yesterday, really signifies for me the harvest, because it makes you think about all the cycles of the moon that we've gone through in order to be able to see it, right? And so in order to be able to see her at her fullness and her glow and her radiance, she's gone through, so come on guys, she's gone through so many stages. She was planted at the new moon and what, 14-day cycle, right, for the moons. And so you see all of the cycles, you see the transformations, you see the growth, you see her go through, she grows, and she, as she expands, and then she decreases, and then it's like she plants herself in the cosmos, if you will, again. And then you see her continue to go through these cycles. Good morning, Tori. Good morning. Tori is checking in on the YT side of the street. And so as I think about, as we have the harvest moon, that's the energy that we're in. Y'all know we feel the moon energy 3 days before, 3 days after. This is the full moon in Aries. So it's a lot of make it happen, okay, make it happen, like making things happen, taking action, being spontaneous, not being afraid to take a risk, not being afraid to do what it is that you feel prompted to do. Let's get scripture, and then I'm going to tell y'all about the rest of this in the community. So in the vein of no doubt, the Lord sent me to the book of James, okay, to the book of James this morning. As we were talking about this, and we're going to James 1. Okay, James 1, we gonna start at 5 through 6. So I'm gonna say 5 through, well, we could really go 5 through 8, but the main point that he wanted me to bring up was in 5 through 6. Okay, so listen. If you need wisdom, if you need help, if you need assistance, I don't care what you need, ask our generous God. Can we just say thank you, Lord, for being generous? Can we give God some glory? Or early this morning, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all some things about God's generosity. Okay, when we start getting into the message in the community for this morning, ask our generous God, and He will give it to you. Do we realize that there's nothing that the Lord will not hand deliver us? Like He will give it to you on a platter. I don't, y'all know I talk a lot about faith, and I talk a lot about, a lot of times you really just have to, it almost feels like sometimes you just kicking your feet up and you really not doing a whole lot of anything. You just really waiting on the Lord. But every time I go to the Bible, or every time I talk to the Lord, He always shows me where He wants to give us stuff. He wants to do it. And this morning, as I was in prayer, just talking to Spirit Nim and Padre God, I was just like, man, there's so much that He wants to give us, but sometimes we're so unwilling to accept it. And so He was like, I'm trying to give you everything that you want, the desires of your heart, right? And so He says He will not rebuke you for asking, but when you ask Him, be sure that your faith is in God alone. Be sure that you have no doubt that you're going to receive what He has told you He wants to give you. One way or another, you're gonna get what you pray for. Y'all know that you're gonna get what you pray for. But I think the thing that trips us up, and a big part of the reason that this message came up for me for Wednesday, was because I don't even know if I shared this with y'all, but y'all know this already. Y'all know a couple weeks ago, a new moon energy, right? I was on the J Hud show. So for me, I was like, man, wouldn't it be amazing to go back for the harvest moon? Y'all know I've been getting a lot of 17 energy, star card energy. It's all about faith. It's all about spiritual guidance and being directed. And so I said to self say, wouldn't it be crazy to go back to the J Hud show for the full moon? Now, let me tell you where the doubt part came in. This is why this message came up. So I signed up to get the ticket, right? But then it was a couple of days and I didn't confirm that I was going to go. And so then I was just like, well, whatever, I'll just go ahead and go. So I confirmed the ticket, but then this week, right, I had to make a choice. And so this week I had bills to pay. I have the things that I have to pay in order to make sure that I can keep doing the work. So I had to make a choice. I had to choose because I was like, well, Lord, if I spend this money to go to the J Hud show this week, then that means I would have to sacrifice one of my bills. Now, let me just speak me. Y'all know I'm fully transparent about this journey and building and becoming an entrepreneur and just my faith walk as well. So I had to make a choice, and I said, Daddy, first of all, I always try to be a good steward with my resources. But I also know that these opportunities, even though they will be there at a later time, I feel like I'm in a stage where I'm kind of building momentum. Does that make sense? You ever started doing something and you like it's just a lot of things that are happening, and so I felt like I'm in a stage of building momentum, and I felt like I needed to keep that going message. And so, but at the same time, responsible me, who is in the situation that I'm in for not being responsible, said, Daddy, I don't want to put myself back in crisis mode because I want to chase my dream. Now, when I say chase my dream, I don't mean chasing it, trying to make it happen. I mean just pursuing it, just going after it, just doing what I know the Lord has told me that I'm supposed to be doing. And so I had a choice to make this week. And I said, Lord, if you want me to go, if I'm supposed to be there, because mind you, I'm done paying bills and I'm at $0, 0 cents, right? And so I said, well, Lord, if you want me to be there, then you gonna have to make the way for me to get there, because I'm not going to sacrifice and put myself back in position to not have my phone and not have the things that I need in order to do this, because I've done that too many times. And Daddy, I don't want to be in the same cycle. I don't want to keep repeating the same things. I don't want to keep making the same mistake. And so I said that, and I was done with it. Message. I was like, I'm done with it, Lord. I was like, as much as I want to go, I was like, I'm not going to put myself back in that position because I can't afford to do that anymore. I'm trying to get out of the hole that I'm in. I'm trying to do right and make sure that I'm making the right decision. So I went to the gym, took a shower, and by the time I got out the shower, y'all, two people had blessed me with enough gas money to get me to J Hud, which is where I was yesterday, and back home. So here I am back home, right? And so, because I just went for the day and I came right back. And so one of the things that the Lord is heavy on, and she's like, listen, if I'm telling you to do a thing, then I'm going to make the way, but you have to stop doubting me. Now, if you go further into into James 1, it says, do not waver, for a person with divided loyalty is as unsettled as a wave of the sea that is blown and tossed by the wind. The Lord said, you're going to have to trust me. You're going to have to believe in me. Or do you believe in me or do you not believe? Do you or don't you? Okay. Do you or don't you? And so for whoever this message is for, it really comes back to our faith and the seeds and the intentions that we're setting. I got it. Like the Lord put that check me in my spirituals, and I say, well, Lord, you know, I know that he's providing opportunities. Now let me just keep it a buckles, right? Y'all, I don't know where any of these opportunities are leading. I don't know what these seeds being sown, being planted. We talked about sow the seed. I don't know exactly where they're leading me. I don't know exactly what the harvest is going to be. But I do know that the Lord said, you got to make sure, you got to have unwavering faith. Can we just drop unwavering faith? But I'm also here to be transparent and make you understand that the Lord understands that you are trying to do the right thing. So don't beat yourself up if you, because the Lord doesn't get mad at us. And I think that's what he was like. He doesn't get mad. He just wants us to believe. He just wants to, and so he will continue to show us that if he's putting, come on, God, if he's putting us in a position, a room, he's providing an opportunity, then he will also make sure that you have everything you need when you get there. So Wednesday, like I said, live access got revoked because I was driving to LA, hands free, but still trying to go live. And TikTok said, yeah, that's a no. Okay. So shout out to TikTok. Thank you so much for thinking of our safety. Um, and then I ended up going to J Hud yesterday. Okay. So I was so y'all, I can't make this stuff up, right? I can't make up the fact that the Lord keeps putting me exactly where he wants me to be. Now, let me say this as well. Y'all like the live share love, because we finna get into the community. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. Okay, so speaking of J Hud, right? The last time I went to J Hud, y'all, I went with a purpose. And this time, I really didn't have a purpose, y'all. I really didn't have anything. Like, true story, the first time I went, I was just like, oh man, this is an amazing opportunity. And then the next time I went, I was blessed to be able to be on the show, right? But this time when I was going, I really didn't have a purpose. I really didn't have an intention set behind it. And I thought on it, and I talked to a couple people about it, and I thought on it for several days. And last night, as I was driving back to San Diego, it really just kind of came to me that I went to J Hud yesterday for no other reason than the fact that I like it, than the fact that I enjoy being in the environment. And I love the energy about it. I love her. She's an amazing person. And yes, I had the opportunity to shake hands with her again. And they end up putting me back in the front row again yesterday. And I was not in the front row, y'all. I was literally back in the back because I had number. Can we just talk about this? Y'all drop this. Listen to this. Drop the number 121 in the chat. So I ended up was sitting there getting ready to go in. And y'all, I ended up, y'all don't be judging me, but I'm like a little old lady. I keep like peppermints, and I keep like butterscotch and peppermints. I keep a cup of them, and I always have candy, right? And so I went back to my car because I didn't have any. And by the time I got back, they had started lining up. So I ended up being in the back of the line, y'all. When I say the back, I mean the very back. I mean, all the way. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. But I was just like, it's whatever, it didn't really bother me. So you get up there, you got to get your ticket. Shout out to One Iota as well. Shout out to the Jennifer Hudson Show, to J Hood. I love you with my whole heart. Um, I get up there and they give me ticket number 121. I chuckled because I was like, huh, right? We just had Psalms 121 that we read. It's in one of the decks. We just had it. Mimi's the one who let me know that it was on Monday. So I kind of chuckled. I was a little tickled about it because I said, okay, Lord, I'm tracking. And so I was seat number 121. So that means that when you come in, because they kind of line you up in groups. And when you come in, I'm at the back of the line again. Okay. True story. So I'm sitting towards the back, and I'm not on the end for real. Like, there was one seat next to me. Now, mind y'all, we were supposed to go dressed in red and green, right? Y'all, I ain't have no red or no green, but baby, I went in there gift wrapped. Okay. I put on my little outfit. They got the newspaper. Y'all know y'all done wrapped some stuff in newspaper before. Don't play. And so I went in there. I am the gift. Drop that in the chat. Drop some gifts in the chat. I am the gift. Okay. I went, yeah, I did, meant it in my whole spirituals. I went in there dressed like a whole present. Okay. Did, meant it. So they end up pulling me, y'all. I'm sitting, and they come up and they say, "Hey, are you a single?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they say, "Come on." They say, "Come on, we want you." Y'all, they end up putting me back in the front row. Now, the first time I was on J Hood, I was in the first seat on the front row right here. This time they put me in the last seat on the front row. I say, "Okay, Lord." Okay. So come on, come on, the first will be the last will be first. I just heard the last will be first, right? Because didn't I just tell y'all I was in the very back? I was ticket number 121. And that wasn't the end of the tickets, but I was the last will be first. I was at the end of the line, y'all. And the Lord then came and come on, God, I didn't even get that last night. He didn't put me all the way in the front. So she finishes the show. She comes up. She's shaking everybody's hands. Can I just give Jennifer Hudson some glory real quick? Y'all, I have just, I'm not, I don't even know how to say, how do I get it out, Lord? You watch somebody, and I said this last night, you watch somebody, you see them develop in their gifts, their talents. You see them go through so many evolutions and iterations of themselves. And we're watching this, right? Because she's a celebrity. So we have seen her go through so many transitions, and we've seen her grow from Dream Girls to from American Idol. Like, we've seen all of this happen. Do you know, like, when you're just sitting there watching somebody really be in their craft, in using their gifts, it just, y'all, it's such an amazing experience. And her voice is, of course, very signature. And y'all, it amazed me yesterday because when she got to me and shook my hand, she kind of just looked at me and she was just like, and I was like, "Hey, girl, hey," And there was a woman named Teresa sitting next to me, and her daughter Imani. Shout out to y'all. Teresa got up there and sang, child. She was singing. Anyway, listen. So, but it just gave me a moment of pause, and I had to just give God glory, because I say, you watch a person becoming who they are, and for her to look at me and be like, "What you doing here, girl?" Because it was like one, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, God is so amazing. So shout out to Jennifer Hudson. Y'all know I'm gonna go back. My daughter has agreed to go with me. So the next time I go, I'm praying that my daughter will be able to go with me. I'm gonna try to set that up so she can go, because she's just like, "Oh my gosh." And so I was just, it's just amazing, y'all, to be able to, I don't idolize anyone, but at the same time, to see someone whose life has been very public, and to see that growth that she has made. And then she's just a beautiful person. And there are a lot of opportunities that you'll receive. Come on, God. And you'll receive opportunities, but everything don't resonate in your spirit. Every person doesn't resonate in your spirit. And the reason I keep going back is because the energy of what she's doing resonates in my spirit. It is, I love everything about it, not to mention it's a part of my dream. And so, it's amazing. It's amazing, and I'm so grateful for every opportunity that I get to go. And I kid you not, I just be amazed at what the Lord does. And so she gave us gifts, and just, y'all, it was just such an amazing experience. And I be crying half the time I'm driving, talking to the Lord, because I just be like, Daddy, and I am gonna cry. I can cry if I want to, Shay. I don't want to hear it. I can cry if I want to. Okay. But I really just be so grateful, y'all, to be able to come up here and just tell y'all, like, y'all, look what the Lord has done. Like, I'm not doing anything. And to be able to get up here and share these experiences with y'all and just tell y'all, like, y'all, look what God did. God took me from the back. Come on, God, not one time, but two times, y'all. Two times. God took me from the back and put me in the front. And I'm just like, and I'm not even doing anything, y'all. I'm just like, okay, Lord. And so that's why the Lord is like, don't doubt me. Don't doubt me. Don't doubt me. Because if you doubt, he's going to make you a believer. He's going to make you a believer. And so come on, I got to chill. And so I wanted to share that part of the experience with y'all. Of course, we have more community that we're finna get, but that happened yesterday, y'all. And I was so grateful. Shout out to those of you. And here I am back. Like I again, y'all, I said to the Lord, I say, well, Daddy, because there's some things that are being presented and some opportunities. And I had to pray about it this morning and just say, well, Lord, and one of the things that he's been checking me in my spirituals about is I don't, even if something is presented to you, you have to be obedient to what God has told you to do. And this is where he checked me this morning. He said, I know you're tired of your situation. I know you're tired and you're ready to be, come on, 811, you're ready to be in a different position. I know you're ready. But at the same time, he said, but haven't I provided everything else? Let me just tell y'all, true story, give God the glory. I was finna get right back on the path of trying to make something happen myself. And God said, and he said it in about two different things, but he said, no, 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 because he has brought everything to me that he wants me to have. So I'm just as sure as something was presented to me, I was ready to go right back down the path of, okay, let me go do it. Okay, let me go handle it. And God said, haven't I brought you everything that I want you to have? You right, Lord. So now I'm back in the sitting season. I'm back in the waiting room. I'm waiting on the Lord to show me what he wants me to do. What is your will for my life, Lord? Because if I step outside of that in any way, y'all, I know that I'm going to be off track. I know it without a shadow of a doubt. I know it. So I had to just, like last night, as I was in prayer before I went to bed, and this morning, as I was chopping it up with the Lord, I say, Daddy, I'm going to just wait. I'm going to just wait, because I was getting back into that mindset of, let me figure it out. Okay, Lord, you present something. And I'm going to say this as well, because this is important for somebody. You have got to follow God's directions. What you mean, Touche? You have got to follow God's directions and not people's directions, because people will tell you to do something that God has already instructed you not to do. What you say, and it may sound good. My God, it may sound so good. It may sound so good. But if the Lord has given you an instruction, even if it looks good, even if it could solve your problem, hear me and hear me well now, even if it can solve your problem, did you do it or did God do it? Did God give it to you? Did it come easily? Or did you have to do 50 lamb steps to try to make it happen? That's what God checked me about in my spirituals this morning. He said, anything that I have given you, it has come and yeet, spell it. Yeent. Yeent got to do very much or nothing. You really just have to show up and do what I've already gifted you to do. Whatever your talent is, that's what you have to do. If you got to go try to make this happen, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, God say, I give you the steps. Okay. Please just, yes, Shay, please just make sure that before you do anything, you just check with the Lord. This to check me that I have got. Right? That's that Proverbs. And I almost used Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 this morning, but I didn't. Okay. Um, Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your path straight. So before you do anything, because your mind will take you in a whole different place and make you think you got to go start doing all this stuff. And the Lord has said you ain't got to do all of that, because everything that the Lord has given me in this season, in this part of life, every seed that has been sown, every step that has been given, it ain't been no extra work. It ain't been no extra difficulties. It ain't been 50 different steps or processes to it. It literally has just been like, here, show up. Okay, Lord, here's a person. They got this gift. They gonna help you with this. Okay, Lord, here's this person. They have this gift. They'll help you with this. Okay, Lord. And one of the things that I pray when I pray is I ask the Lord to enlarge my territory without adding work that I don't want to do. Does that make sense? Don't add stuff to me that I don't want to do. Because it's some stuff, y'all, I don't want to do. And that's just being honest. I love the freedom that I have. I love what I do. And I think that's what the Lord's kind of been taking me through for the last couple of weeks or so. I felt like I had some warfare going on, and I recognized that I had my own warfare that was going on that was making me feel like I needed to rush and try to make some things happen. And the Lord showed up and said, if you would just but wait on me, if you will, those who would, something in scripture, those who wait upon the Lord, just wait. Okay. So I hope that made sense for somebody. That was the message about no doubt. If you just let the Lord, because again, I'm quick to go into that, okay, let me try to figure it out myself mindset. Let me do something that I know the Lord has already told me not to do. And also making sure that I'm not influenced, because me, transparency, right? The Lord, because that's a message for another day. We're not going to talk about it today. Which one for Monday? Okay, we'll talk. I'm not. That's as far as I'm gonna go with that, because I know what we're gonna be talking about for Monday. For motivation. Okay. Just know this: don't let anybody influence you or talk you into what you don't want to do. Okay. That's no people pleasing. Let's just say it. Okay. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. Okay, so all that do it, let's get to it. So let's talk a little community this morning. The first thing I think I need to tell y'all, and everybody, let me just say this, because y'all know I do so many things. The Lord is trying to simplify my life. Can I say that? Why? Because I asked for it. So y'all know that I do Bible clarity in the mornings, right? I release these videos at 4 a.m. in the mornings. The Lord just dropped it into my spirituals, and I have done this before, and I know everybody don't read the Bible, and I receive that. I know that everybody doesn't meditate, and I receive that, right? And so I don't need him today, child. I don't need him today. I'm at the beach. And so the Lord, as we were meditating just a minute ago, y'all, look, the sun coming up. That's why I can't see. You see the sun that came out just right then. The sun is behind me today instead of on the left, because I'm not in the same place. So I'm gonna try something different, y'all. I'm gonna try something different. Sandy says, yesterday God gave me Psalms 91, and one of your shorts gave Psalms 91 and 11. For he will give his angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands lest you dash your foot against a stone. Indeed and amen. We had the number 911 just the other day. Well, I think one of the last messages we did. Okay, I'm back. Listen. So yeah, astrology clarity. So y'all, I be up, right? And I come on here and I meditate, and everybody, I realize that everybody doesn't partake in all of the spirituality that I do. Y'all know I'm an avid reader of the Bible. Y'all know that we meditate, we journal, we set intentions, we write affirmations, we use an ancestor money. It's the spirituality, which is what this is. Starting Monday, because I'm making this executive decision, starting Monday, I'm going to try something a little different to keep myself from having to try to do all these recordings and all this stuff. I'm not going to do that. I go live, so I'm just going to go live, and starting Monday at 6:30 a.m. I'm going to do Bible Clarity at 6:30. At 6:45, we're going to journal and meditate, give or take a couple of minutes, depending on how long the Bible, because usually Bible Clarity ain't but 15 minutes. But instead of me trying to do all these individual videos, I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm going to do Bible Clarity, and then we're going to journal and meditate. And you can meditate on the word in them 15 minutes if you so desire. Okay. And if you don't read the Bible, that's cool. I receive that. But I'm making the decision that I'm not going to keep breaking all of this up. So beginning Monday at 6:30, we're going to do Bible Clarity. I'm no longer going to be posting them at 4 a.m. I'm going to do Bible Clarity at 6:30. At 6:45, we're going to journal and meditate like we've been doing. And then at 7, we're going to hop into this morning's message. That came to me in meditation this morning, and I said, oh, let's do it, because why not, right? So whatever part of the word you resonate with, the spirituality that you resonate with, whether it's the Bible, come on God, whether it's the Bible, whether it's journaling and meditation, whether it's the message with the tarot cards, tap in, okay? Because you're gonna get some of everything over here, because that is my gift, right? And so I literally just heard the Lord say that this morning, and I said, I receive it. I receive that. And so that's what we're gonna do starting Monday. So if you want to read the Bible with us, you're gonna pick up, we're in the book of Esther. Okay. We're in the book of Esther. So we will be in Esther. I want to say 5 and 6 is what we're doing on Monday. And then we'll do our journaling and our meditation. And then we will do this morning's message at 7. Okay. The spirituality, we gonna bundle this thing, because instead of me trying to record all this stuff. Okay. So it is indeed. And we just started the book of Esther on yesterday, as a matter of fact. We only read we're on a mission, y'all, to read the word, discuss the word, and build relationship with the Lord, reading the Bible 2 chapters at a time. And I'm finna simplify my life. And so we're gonna do Bible Clarity, we're gonna do meditation, and then not meditation, we're gonna do meditation, and then not y'all. So for y'all be coming up with some words anyway. I'm back. Don't be judging spirit now. Let me get astrology clarity out here. Where's y'all at? And then we'll do this morning's message. So tap in and tune in on whatever part of the message, the spirituality resonates in your spirituals. Okay. It's something for everybody. Okay. But I tell you what, that Bible is important. Side note, well, I'm not going to start it here because it's not time for me to do it over here yet. But, I got a new Bible, y'all. I got a new Bible. It's at my daughter's house, so I'll be picking it up today. Shout out to you, honey one. I love you with my whole heartness. Can I tell y'all that the last 2 Bibles that I've gotten have actually been gifts? They were gifted to me. And so literally I got 2 Bibles sitting on my windshield right now. And so I have the NIV, the NLT, and then the Message Bible is the one that I actually just was gifted. And so thank you so much for that blessing. I'm so grateful. Thank you for that. What else do we have for the community? Y'all make sure y'all go get y'all lip gloss popping. Go get some Celestial Shine lip gloss. This is the day party. So we are focused in on, we're going to do a lot of, this is new beginning, seeds, Aries energy, right? Because this is the beginning. Side note, let me mention this as well, because I hadn't looked at the cards yet. The number 121 in Strong's Concordance means Adam, like the first man, Adam. And it also means innocent. So just saying, I said, okay, Lord, we received that. So only do it. Let's get to it. I know that was a lot, but we receive it. I needed to make sure that I had gotten everything out. So let's see what the seeds are for today. Okay. Have you read the books of the Bible that aren't in the tree? You mean like the book of Enoch? And the Apocrypha, is that what it's called? Apocrypha? Yeah, yeah, y'all. Some of y'all might be an Aries moon, okay? Because look on the cut at the bottom of the deck. We not what do we have? Aries energy, method. Okay, this is first. This is Aries. This is moon energy. There's a full moon card in this deck. We'll see if it comes out. But fire energy, first house, on the zodiac. This is the emperor. This is the symbol is the ram. Can we say Jehovah Jireh? The Lord will provide the ram in the bush. We receive that. That's why you can't doubt that the Lord is going to do what he said he's going to do. Some of y'all, your emotions may be an all-time high. Don't get triggered. Because you know Aries energy, you know that the moon make you be in your spirituals and all of your emotions and stuff. Y'all, is the sun shining on the camera? Y'all gonna be all right. I hope so. I hope y'all be able to see the cards. Okay, I'm back. Listen. So some of you may be all in your feelings, but this is also Aries energy is very ambitious. This talks about being a pioneer, um, aggressive, competitive, strong-willed, passionate, energetic. Is anybody feeling some of y'all, which part? First of all, they said don't let your emotions get the best of you. Okay. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Aries energies can also be very competitive, but y'all know that there is no competition. We only compete to be a better part, a better us than we were the day before. So just recognize that. And some of you, if you got somebody, what you mean, like feel some type of way? Why? People gonna feel some type of way when you choose to go for your dreams and go after what it is that the Lord has given you to do. But some of you also, you got to get that back in your spiritual child. This so the spirit of them said they're gonna have to light a fire up under you. They try to light a fire up under you. This talks about your intuition, our relationship with your mother. Hey, ma, your moods, how you nurture yourself, your moon sign energy. Some of y'all might be an Aries moon. Your inner world, how you deal with and process emotions. If you are an Aries or an Aries moon, this moon might be really affecting how you feel. Temperamental, they just said, but again, don't let the moon energy get the best of you. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. Let's see what else y'all like. The last share of love. Okay, we got to get excited. We need to be excited about what the Lord is doing, what he's trying to change in our lives. Whatever your seeds are, your intentions that you're setting. I'm excited. And I don't even know what the Lord is doing, child, but I receive it because I know that he's not giving me anything for nothing. He's not giving you anything for nothing. He's not having you be in certain places for nothing. He's not creating a way out of no way for nothing. So just know that for some of you, the Lord that's why he wants you to be excited and be happy. And if he's telling you to take action, now is the time. Okay, now is the time. Only do it. We have the beaver moon, letting go, sustenance, survival, connecting with your ancestors. We receive it. Y'all know the Lord does speak. Yeah, y'all been on it. Y'all said today was y'all day, but it's because I had missed a couple days. So Daddy said he had to get his message out first. But we they know y'all here. Okay, I'm back. Evaluating your finances, wrapping up old projects and stepping into new projects. Okay, what you got new on the horizon? You don't have to tell us, but I feel like somebody's getting re-excited or there's something. What you mean? Some of y'all have some relationships. Come on, first house. Some of y'all look, that's that Aries energy. Some of y'all, and yes, I know this is Libra season, but we're talking about the moon energy, and Aries is first house energy, right? Some of y'all have new relationships that or old relationships that may be rekindling. Now, let me say this right here. Let me say it. Child, let me sip my beverage because I'm gonna talk. This ain't for everybody. I'm not saying we are not listen. We are not talking about no El Fulios. We not talking about them. some of you, it's a reconciliation on the horizon. This could be old connections, old friendships that may be rekindling. This is not somebody who was playing you, manipulating you, taking advantage of you. We're not talking about the El Fulios. We're not talking about them. Um, no, I can't. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't need. So just know that there may be some relationships that are rekindling for you, some friendships that are coming back around, some people being reintroduced into your life. Why? Because there may have been a season of separation where everybody had to get their life and their spirituals in order, right? Some people had to learn how to love themselves, okay, so that you can be the best version of you now in said relationships. This is the house of the self. I don't want to talk about this today. Y'all trying to make me talk about it today, though. That okay, so let me say this because this is something else that the Lord is in my yeah, he's in my spirituals about this, but y'all stressing me out just a little bit. Listen, I need somebody if some we're gonna be a little selfish. What you say, Touche? I was gonna just wait and save this for Monday. We gonna have to clearly have something else for Monday since we bringing this back up. First house energy. This is the house of the self. We gonna have to be a little selfish with your time, your energy, um, with your dreams. Even we're not going to tell everybody about what we got going on. Only share the things that the Lord allows you to share. Some of you, you're making a good impression. Your outward appearance rules your ego, your attitude beginning. So some of you are getting ready to have to be a little selfish. That means it's some access denied. Okay, it's some access denied that's getting ready to happen for some of y'all. Like there's some people, and you'll know if this is your message or not. This is all of us. I think all of us have to learn how to put up boundaries with ourselves or with other people, okay? Because the Lord is requiring that of us so that he can bring in blessings and new beginnings. This is also becoming very aware of how we are allowing ourselves to be in our own way, how we are allowing ourselves to stop ourselves from pursuing our purpose. So for a lot of us, this moon may be making you focus on how you are your biggest block to your success. Come on, the sun. Let's see what else. And we're not that's what we're not gonna do. We're gonna drop that in the chat. I'm gonna get out of my way. I'm gonna get out of my way. Okay. When you get out of your own way and just allow yourself, I'm telling you, when you get out of your own way and you just allow yourself to be who you're meant to be, that's when you're going to start seeing the doors open and the opportunities present themselves. And some of you are definitely releasing old karma, and that's what's happening with you when you, because I wasn't even going to, but here we go. Self-love, self-care is so important. Somebody put some check me in my spirituals, right, about being selfish, which is why I told y'all when I went to J Hud yesterday, I really didn't go with a purpose. Now, mind you, I had on my eyeshadow, I had on my lip gloss, I was in regular touche, but I didn't go with the purpose of trying to sell myself. And I don't mean, and I hope that makes sense, right? Normally, yes, I'm a business owner. Yes, I want my lip gloss and my eyeshadow out there. And yes, y'all know I market myself, right? Because I'm always wearing my own products, eyeshadow, lip gloss, what have you. But yesterday I didn't use the opportunity to necessarily sell myself, sell my products, sell my services, none of that. I just enjoyed the moment. And for some of you, that's what you're going to have to do. Living in the moment, just allowing yourself, and you'll find that when you're not trying to force things to happen, they happen naturally. I did receive a lot of comments, but I received a lot of comments about my makeup, and and I'm grateful for that. But it was because I wasn't focused on trying to put it out there. I was just being my normal self in my normal energy, and you will attract things that way. So for some of you, that's a lesson. Come on, Karma, Saturn, right? That's a lesson that you're learning, is sometimes it's okay, and me as well, to just Do something just because you want to have fun. Do something just because you enjoy being in the energy of it. There are going to be there are times that are going to come. And I said this to the Lord yesterday when I was driving. I say, Daddy, do y'all realize that this is like, and I heard this word yesterday, and I'm shout out, I'm not going to even say who it was, but I heard this word yesterday. Y'all realize that I'm literally giving an example of delayed gratification, because, and I heard the word yesterday, and again, I'm listening, and I was just like, man, I can't make it up, because you realize that the full experience that I've experienced with going to the J Hud show hasn't even happened yet. Like, the show that I'm on don't even air until January. So even though I'm telling y'all that, and y'all know, whole other people are gonna see me in a couple months. And it's that thing where it's like, if you can just do what the Lord asks you to do, and who's to say that something won't come from that? Who's to, you never know what the seed, what harvest the seed is going to bring. And so this is why you go through these lessons, you go through these experiences, and you say, well, Lord, what was this trying? Yes, yesterday's taping is today. It is. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for that, because yesterday's taping is today. And I still got videos and stuff that I'm gonna post from yesterday on today as well. Shout out to Starbucks. Shout out to Starbucks, right? I'm y'all. I was on Team Starbucks yesterday. I was me. Everybody else mingling. Where was Touche, child? I was standing up there with the Starbucks people, taking pictures with the people from Starbucks. Like, geez, like, that's just me, right? You never know how the things. I don't know, where did that come from? I heard Samuel L. Jackson say it one time. They was up there serving us this amazing cocoa. Okay. Me, I'm not taking pictures, not no shade, but I'm taking pictures with the Starbucks people now, because they did a great and amazing job. And so you never know how a seed planted is going to harvest. So anyway, I hope that made sense. I know I kind of went off target right there, but okay, I'm back. Listen, Saturn talks about responsibilities. Remember, I just told y'all that I had to choose. And the Lord said, well, because you chose to be responsible, I'm going to bless you to make sure that you get there and back. Thank you, Lord. I receive it. And for some of you, I don't know if that's something that you dealt with, where you know what I'm saying, you had to put something on hold, on the back burner, or just thought that you weren't supposed to do something. The Lord said the fact that you were willing to be responsible is what's going to open up the gate and open up the abundance. We receive it, and thank you, Lord. But you're also going, some of y'all finna get a blessing that you're gonna have to be selfish with. Everybody is not gonna be a part of this blessing. And why? Because, and I don't mean it with no disrespect, but they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Some people don't even understand how much you've been restricted. Some people just don't understand how much karma you've had to clear in your season of waiting, in your season of trials, in your season of tribulations. Baby, listen at me. You deserve this blessing. You deserve this blessing. I don't know what you've had to clear. I don't know what this new beginning, this Aries moon, is bringing in for you. I don't know. But I do know that you've gone through enough difficulties and challenges that you deserve. Drop that in the chat. I deserve it. You're receiving it because you deserve it. You're receiving it because you had to go through so much restriction and bondage. And Saturn is the devil energy, right? This is you feeling restricted in so many places. For some, come on, God. For some of you, it's in resources. Let's talk about it since it's at the bottom of the deck. It's in resources. It's in money. Let's say it, second house energy, Taurus energy. This deals with your money. So for some of you, you've been very restricted. My God, I receive it. This could be lack. So this moon may be bringing in new money opportunities, new blessings that may be coming in. I'm gonna tell somebody this, y'all. I be so excited. I didn't know if I was gonna go live this morning because I felt kind of tired, because this moon took something out of me as well. I'm traveling, I'm moving around. I'm still a woman. Okay. And so I had a lot going on, but I was so excited to come up here and just share with y'all this experience that when I got up this morning, I felt amazing. Right. And so one of the things the Lord was talking to me about in prayer is somebody has planted a seed that is literally going to break this poverty, whatever this is, this the financial lack. And why did the Lord tell me this morning? And I know this is not prosperity clarity day, but it's like you understanding that a seed planted doesn't harvest the next day, but this moon is bringing in opportunities for harvest. And so, even though you've gone through so much struggle and had so many difficulties and challenges with resources, lack don't last. Come on, God, drop that in the chat. Lack doesn't last. Whether it's lack in relationships, whether it's lack in money, whether it's lack in clarity, it doesn't last, y'all. And so as a result of that, what's for some of you, what's coming in is the clarity. That's the seed, y'all. That's the seed that you need to plant and know in expectation of the harvest, an expectation that it's going to bring something, an expectation that the right people at the right time, in the right place, in the right room, the right opportunities, the right job, the right everything is going to come to you. Lack doesn't last. It is temporary. The only time that lack becomes persistent is if we allow the enemy to keep making us think that that's what we deserve or that's all that we can have. Somebody needs to know that the Lord is changing your season. Like he really is changing your season. But that's why the scripture was what it was. You have to believe that your season is changing. You have to believe that the Lord is opening doors. If you doubt, then you going to continue to stay in the same position that you're in. Does that make sense? When you believe it, you receive it. I told somebody on a comment that this morning, because she said something like, everything's always going bad. It's going bad because you keep saying that it's going bad. If you telling yourself that nothing ever works out for you, then guess what? It doesn't. It's a true story. And I told her, I said, it's a mindset. If you're always planting seeds in your subconscious and in your mind, and so, message, that's my daughter, right? If you're always planting seeds that nothing works out for you, then guess what? Nothing's going to work out for you because you're telling yourself that it's not. But if you start saying everything works out for me, everything works out in my favor, everything always goes the way that I need it to go, message, it starts going that way. You start to see stuff to happen. And so this is the difference. And so for some of you, as we're in Aries energy, and this is also eclipse season, we're clearing out this mindset. We're clearing out this feeling of we can't do it. It's not going to happen. No, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And we're going to keep speaking those things that are not as if and until they are. And you're going to start speaking it so that you can start seeing it. Does that make sense? We're gonna keep speaking that. Second house, and this is someone specifically talking about money, and I receive it. Why? Because money is always flowing to us easily, effortlessly, and in abundance. We gonna say, I have more money than I know what to do with. My bank account is overflowing. I have all the money that I want and all the money that I need. And no, we don't chase idols, we don't worship money, but ain't a single person in here can't do stuff. You can't do nothing without resources. You can't do nothing without personal resources, y'all. You can't. So for some of you, this is how the enemy is keeping you trapped, because maybe it's some kind of religious mindset. Maybe it's some kind of, you think we supposed to be in poverty or lack. The devil is a lie every day. Men fit in my whole spiritual. So we changing that season because we're not supposed to be poor, broke, and struggling. So for some of you, this is like you changing your feelings about money or understanding how you feel about money. So this moon may be showing you an opportunity that is going to be a blessing to help you create some wealth and abundance in your life. And we receive it. Okay, we receive it. Come on, North Node. What else? Look, Capricorn energy. It's almost Capricorn season, child. We love the money seasons. We love the money seasons, dude. I can't wait till Capricorn season. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Those are money seasons, y'all. Those are the seasons where we want to start seeing harvest. Those are the seasons. It's earth energy, pentacles energy. We in Libra season. If you start, true story, if you start manifesting and this is why prayer, if you, whether you realize, come on God, whether you realize it or not, y'all, you can literally manifest with the season that we're in. We are in Libra energy. Libra is about balance, it's about fairness, it's about positive karmic return. This is any air season. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is the perfect time to focus on prayer. Use the season that we're in, the zodiac, if you will, whatever the season is, we're in Libra season. So your prayers will be amplified in this season. Does that make sense? So maybe when we get into Scorpio season, maybe that'll be more about you taking, like, feeling more connected to water. It's a water sign, right? So you feeling more connected to water, more drawn to water, making sure you're staying hydrated. Yes, like literally hydrated. Hydrate your soul, but hydrate yourself. You can literally start it, because this is how you start to understand the flow, because the seasons are God's. How do I say that? The seasons are like God's flow. Does that make sense to somebody? If you look at how the Lord changes the season, we have the zodiacs. If you think about the season right now, we're in fall season. Fall is a season of harvest. So you plant, so just like winter is a season of planting seeds. It's when you really start planting, because why? You want to see things blooming when we get to spring, and then summer is full bloom. Does that make sense? Who needs that message? Cause I don't know, like, start, that's how you get in God's flow. You work with God's energy, like, okay, we're in Libra season, this is airtime, so let me step my prayer life up, let me speak more things into existence. This is how you start working with the elements and the earth, and because this is God's timing, this is how you get in God's flow. And you just, and I keep just seeing, like, I just keep seeing them doing this, like God's flow. I don't know who needed that, but I receive it. I receive it. That's how you be in flow with God, because this is what works at this time. And that's how you start to understand cycles. I don't know. Anyway, okay, I'm back. What else? Yeah, we gonna clarify it. I can't make it up now. I can't make it up. The air element, Libra season. This is why your prayer right now, your prayers, is so important, to be speaking your prayers out loud. Communication, ideas, thoughts, intellect, the mind, divination, knowledge. Your thoughts are becoming things. Okay, that's just it. Your thoughts are becoming things. So what things do you want to see manifesting? What things do you want to see? You need to be speaking those things and believing. And remember, your words have power. And if you get in the habit of it, I don't know who don't pray, but baby, how you don't pray? What, how, who, what, how do you, I think everybody over here is very prayerful, but maybe you stop believing in the power of prayer, baby. Prayer works. I'm gonna tell somebody again, cause baby, listen at me. And I just talked about Scorpio season. Y'all think it's a game, but I told y'all the Lord told me to start working with Psalms 8, start praying Psalms 8. And from the time September 1, that was in Virgo season, right? So from September 1 up until now, look at the many blessings of the Lord. Look at all of the things that the Lord literally from September 1st until now, just because the Lord told me to start praying a specific prayer, speaking those things that are not as if and until they are. He said, hey, pray this morning. I didn't even write Psalms 8. I mean, I pray Psalms 8 when I wake up. This morning, I literally, in meditation, I was praying Psalms 26. I spoke it out loud, because I don't need to write it anymore, because now I have it memorized, because that was what the Lord gave me. And so Psalms 8, I wake up, I pray it. Psalms 26, I prayed it in meditation this morning. So you're praying those things that you want to see. You're speaking those things, child. It works. Prayer works. Okay, what else? We're going to clarify this. Child, no, because I can't make people believe. Pisces energy is next card to come out. spirituality, right? This is the high priestess, the hangman. This is spiritual. I'm telling you, prayer works. Mystical, compassion, artistic, psychic, healing, emotional. I told somebody the other day, I was like, I don't call myself a psychic because I'm not. I'm just a messenger. I just tell people what the Lord wants me to tell people, and that just be that on that. And so just know for some of you, you may be feeling very much the moon energy. And as we're getting ready to step into Scorpio energy, you're gonna feel a lot more tapped in. You're gonna feel spirit and them talking to you, you're gonna feel spirit and them around you. You're gonna know that they got something to say, okay? Because they got a lot to say. And I know my spirit names do. Oh, y'all want me to say that part? Let me tell. Hold on, they had a message for somebody. It's a true story. Now y'all ain't see me write nothing. When did this come? When I was in meditation. Listen, they gave me a message that talked about control of your gifts. See it? Control of your gifts. I'm just show y'all. Can you see everything? This is what I got when we was journaling this morning, so you know I'm not making this up. This is my notes page for this morning. This is when I had to flip the page because they was telling me stuff. So I don't know who needs these messages. That's not your responsibility. They're listening. And this is what they gave me about what's the number 625? What that mean? June 25th. Oh no, that was just the time that I'm gonna be on every morning as we're getting ready for Bible Clarity. Okay, listen. So I don't know who needs these messages, but control of your gifts, you can turn them off. Now let me explain what they have said, what they meant. I love Spear Nim. I love them with my whole heart, and they know it, and I know it. But a lot of times, if I'm there are certain times when spirit and them just be sitting there observing. I don't know who needs this message, but you have the ability to turn off the radio. Okay. You do not have to constantly be in contact with spirit and them. You can cut them off. Shut the radio. Literally imagine it in your head, clicking the radio off, shutting the light switch off. I don't know who needs this, but you can turn them off because sometimes I don't want to be bothered with them. And that's not, don't mean I love them any less. Just mean I don't want to be bothered right now. Okay. Thank you, dearest one. It's one of my passions, girl. Well, I don't even know if you're a girl or not. I'm sorry. It's one of my passions, honey. One. I love to write, y'all. Like I love to write. So I'm very proud of my penmanship. That's a side note. I love it. Shout out. And listen, I love to write. I really do. So it's one of my favorite things to do. It's why I journal so much. Um, but you can turn it off. Click. Mm-hmm. I love to write. It is one of my favorite things to do. And this is messy. For me, this is messy. Anyway, I'm not going to don't be judging myself. So this is about you honing that gift. And just know spirit and them ain't gonna be mad if you tell them you don't want to be bothered. Just tell them you don't want to be bothered, and that's okay. Okay. Where are you seeing growth? This is what they were showed. This is how they ended up telling me that I needed to switch and do Bible clarity because recording the videos, it doesn't make any sense to be doing multiple videos. So that's how that gave birth to for whoever that part of the message is for. If this is for you versus just being for me, if you're not seeing growth in a place, then it may be time to make some shifts or some adjustments. 625 angel number means adapt to the situation. You better say something now. So if you're not seeing growth in something that you're doing, it doesn't mean give up. It may just mean to change this, tweak the strategy a little bit, change it up. I personally will say that the reason I was like, okay, because and I'm listening to them, there are certain times when I'm very tapped in and listening to spirit now. When is that, Touche? When I'm meditating, because it's when I'm even though I'm listening to them now, I'm listening to the spirit now. When I'm meditating and I'm not talking and I'm literally just sitting there, it's like there's the channel is even more clear, if you will. And so I receive a lot of stuff when I'm journaling. And if y'all can't really see it, but I'm supposed to be writing scripture, but then it'll just be like, boom, something hits me. This is the importance of meditation, is allowing, especially if you're newer, if you don't channel how I channel or how other readers channel or whatever, however your gifts work, right? You have to, it's like being focused and being able to receive that message. And so one of what something they know that I've been asking about is like, Lord, how can I make things, like condense things so it's easier? And so they were talking to me about growth today, and they said just switch the schedule. So hence this whole message coming up. So it's not me stopping what I'm doing, it's simply me saying, hey, let me make a tweak or an adjustment so I can do everything that I need to get done on the daily. And also, this is my time to connect with God and really do what I've been wanting to do anyway, which is give people a place to discuss the word. Does that make sense? Because I'm not seeing the growth that I want when I'm doing it. So let's adapt. Okay. Drop that in the chat. Adapt. That's not your responsibility. What y'all want about that? It's some things that you're not responsible for, and you're gonna have to release the responsibility. Now that's different for all of us. You ain't cap and save a hoe. Like, let me just, I said it. Well, y'all said it. I said it. That's not, you're not. Okay. You can't save everybody. It's not your job to save everybody. It's not your responsibility to save everybody. So whoever needs that message, there's something that maybe they're like the Lord is trying to get you to release, because it's just not your responsibility to do. Um, so take that how it resonates in your spirituals. And then they're listening. Who's listening? Hmm. Everybody. The right people, the people who need to hear you, and God. So know that. Okay. What y'all want to clarify with y'all so we can get the rest of this message going? Well, we'll just use these, I reckon. Matthew 7:12 at the bottom of the deck. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you, for this sums up the law of the prophets. Okay. So anyway, so yeah, everything just ain't your responsibility. So try not to take on things that really don't belong to you, and they're listening. And what else? My bad. Not the karma is real. Look, there go the Saturn card. Let me keep it on the cut. Let me just keep these two on the cut. The karma is real. This is Saturn return. Positive karma, cause and effect. You reap, cause and effect. You reap what you sow. And creativity. We manifesting some things in this thing. Okay. Creation, passion projects, believe in the magic, and inspired ideas. Some of you are getting ready to receive positivity from the things that you have done. Told you these seeds about the DCs and took root, baby. And you may not, you maybe that's what it is. I want somebody to drop this in the chat. I believe in me. I believe in me. Some of y'all so used to people not believing in you that you think that nobody believes in you. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a, let's keep it 100. Right? Let's keep it real. You've had so many people that didn't believe in you that you forgot to believe, could keep believing in you. And I want to know, I want everybody to know that everybody, we believe in you. I don't care. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. Come on, I got to keep it. Come on, dreams to reality on the cut. And I can't make this up under that. Look, I'm a shuffle them. I'm a shuffle them because I only shuffle them the one time. I know, Lord, but I know I'm probably was supposed to keep them, but I'm not. I'm a shuffle again. You didn't have so many people not believing you that you didn't forgot to believe in yourself. And I want somebody to get to re-up on your confidence. Okay. Re-up on your confidence, because we believe, and you finna, the sooner you believe, the quicker you'll receive. So we're gonna start believing in some stuff, believing in us again, believing in the vision again, believing in the Lord again. Remember, the topic of this today is no doubt. So this weekend, you're gonna believe in everything that the Lord has promised you. You going into this weekend with a different energy, with a different mindset. You're going into this weekend expecting great and amazing things to happen. Because that's what Fridays are for, right? We gonna feel good. We gonna feel good going into the weekend, and we gonna believe. We not going into the weekend with any doubt, with any disappointments. We not doing that. We're not doing that. Meant it. Cause what? Because the Lord is because He finna make something happen. And maybe you just stop believing in that promise, man. But we believe in the promise over here. I can't wait, y'all. I can't wait to get the preparation for the promise deck for myself. I can't wait. I think of all the decks that I've done that deal with scriptures or have like really the God, and I'm all of them are God inspired, but that one is more focused on God's promises. I can't wait because somebody come on, you better know it. Man, listen, the wisdom that went into that deck is so amazing. Because it really is just is a reminder of everything that the Lord has told us to that He's going to do for us. So it's coming. The Lord will bless me with that opportunity to receive it. And when He does, y'all gonna know because we're gonna use it. I think it's going to be a staple. Come on, God, especially now that we're going to be doing Bible clarity. Y'all, can I just stop and say this real quick? You know, the Lord is so strategic because again, all of this is seeds being planted. Sow the seed. And so I can just tell y'all that when we do Bible clarity, guess what decks we gonna be pulling from? Preparation for the promise, a word in the wilderness, this morning's message. Those are my three decks so far that have nothing but scripture and Psalms, and they're very much Bible related. And so, or they are Bible related because all that's in them are scripture, are is from the Bible. And so that gives me an opportunity to use all of the decks and really just come on, God, really just do spirituality the way that I do it. Does that make sense? And so I'm so excited about receiving that deck because I know that I'll be able to pull cards in regards to that and then meditate on the word and the cards. And you just never, I'm not even going to put a time frame on it. But anyway, that it just, I understand what the Lord is doing and I'm excited about doing that. Okay, let's see what else. My bad. That just was a moment I had. Child, because it's gonna be a blessing. Which part? The microphone. I'ma do it. I have forgot. Okay, what else? Yeah, that's gonna make a lot of sense though. Here we go. Here we go. I can't make it up. Divine flow. This talks about cycles, divine flow, changing your fortunes. Come on, 811. Didn't I just say it? Literally, my dashboard right now. Somebody, it's a scripture, 811. Somebody look it up. Swimming upstream, the wilderness, and moving on. Okay. This is a new cycle, y'all. We're starting brand new. We're starting fresh, and we receive that. We're ready for these new cycles to come in. We're ready for these new opportunities and these new beginnings because ain't nobody meant, like I said, we ain't meant to stay in the old cycles, right? So, yes, some of us are moving, transitioning, letting go of the past and stepping into the new and receiving it, receiving love, light, and healing energy in our finances, in our resources, in our relationships. We're not just talking about being in God's flow with the change of the seasons and the change of the zodiacs and the different things that you can do to strengthen your intentions and your faith as we're going through and we're just moving through. This is why there's no reason not to set intentions and be successful in whatever it is that you're attempting to do. What does Matthew 8 and 11 say? Let's get the Bible. Shall we? Because that's importantness for somebody. So let's go look at Matthew 8 and 11. If you new to the community, we are so happy and so grateful that you are here. Seem like I should know this scripture. Do I know it? Probably. And I tell you this, that many Gentiles will come from all over the world, from east and west, and sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob at the feast in the kingdom of heaven. We receive that, okay? We receive it. I don't know who that's for, but anyway, the number 811 is on my dashboard, and it was just 811 when I looked up. I know it's 1111 somewhere, but okay, I'm back. So this is about what, sitting down. I told somebody the other day, I ain't letting the Lord go. I'm not letting him go till he bless me. I'm gonna receive my blessing. So this is about, for some of us, like, let's say you felt like you were swimming upstream. This is the Lord trying to make things easy for you. This is a life of ease, a life of comfort. And even if you know, even if your situation is what it is right now, please just know that you're moving on from this cycle. But you got to accept the new cycle and season into your life. What I understood, this is me giving the example of changing Bible clarity. I'm talking about the sandal of changing Bible clarity and making things easier so that everything is in the flow. What can you let go of? How can you clean up any areas in your life, within yourself and your relationships, to really make things easier for you? Because we gonna have to do that. This moon is bringing us into that energy. What else? Because we got to, we have to. I told y'all somebody got a relationship coming in. I meant it in my spirituals. I told you, you did. Now you, this is the beginning of a new relationship. Some of you may be meeting partners. Didn't I say reconciliation before we pulled any of these cards? I said somebody got some love coming in. Okay. Romance, dinner and a movie, flowers, great conversation, lovers and friends. So this is just confirmation for that, that some of you, yes, you have. It's crazy because I'm down here on this first house energy. But remember, I said that somebody, you might have had to separate in order to find yourselves. And it's not that reconciliation, it's like reconciliation was destined to happen, but both of you had to get your life in order, your spirituals in order. You had to, come on, God, you had to know thyself. You had to know thyself. You had to know you, and that person had to know them as well. So that when you did come back together, or even if this is just me, you meeting someone, Matthew 7, 7, and 8 at the bottom of the deck, even if this is you meeting someone just right now, whether it's an old relationship that's rekindling, or whether it's a new relationship that's just blossoming or getting ready to come into your life, you have to know yourself first and be prepared for this relationship. Whoever this message is for, I know we didn't really do love and clarity, but let me just say this. This is why the Lord will put you in your wilderness season by yourself, because you got to know yourself, know your worth, know your value, first house energy. You got to love yourself unconditionally. That way you will not receive the same treatment from the next person that the Lord blesses to come into your life. And a lot of times that's why we keep repeating, and God, not the joker, y'all, and the same jokers keep coming in and out of your life. You got to be from the South, Lord, if to understand that, because they call everybody a joker. Okay. You have got if you have got to love yourself the way that you need to love yourself, which is why the Lord will separate you and put you and make sure that he's not, you can accept people into your life if you want to. Let me say this, because the Lord can make you, it's the choice is completely yours. You can accept whatever you want to accept. But when you accept somebody and you haven't taken the time to heal, learn, and love yourself, you will get the same person again. And you're going to be right back in the what? Bondage. You're going to be right back in the same situation because you haven't given yourself the time to heal. And you've been praying and asking the Lord to bring somebody new or something new, or different friends or different relationships or different jobs. But that's why you got to let the Lord bring the person in, and don't go out there just accepting anything, because it's a revolving door. It's a revolving door. So you don't want to keep getting the same person. It's the same spirit. Can we say it's a spirit? You realize it's a spirit, right? Message. You realize it's a spirit. It is a spirit, the same spirit in a different person. That's why you keep getting them. But once you heal yourself, you don't attract the same spirits. It's a spirit, y'all. Spirit, you got to know there's good spirits and bad spirits. There's light and dark. There's evil and good. Whatever. There's the devil and there's God. It's a spirit. Come on, open the door. Now they ain't never gave me this on Matthew 7, 7, and 8. Don't open the door to the same spirit. Y'all ain't never said that. Y'all have never, because I've never, ever gotten that on Matthew 7, 7, and 8. But what we're not gonna do is open the door and allow that same spirit back into your house, your energy, your heart. No, none of that. Now, y'all have meant that in y'all spirituals, because that is not what Matthew 7, 7, and 8 is. Okay. So asking, it will be given to you, seeking you will find, knock and the door will be open. So whoever that's for, yes, you do have a new relationship that's coming in. But let me also say this: sit on them credentials. Don't you be giving nobody your credentials. Don't give them, don't, we're not doing that. You got to sit on them credentials now, because this person is going to know that they're going to value you more. Now, this is no judgment and this is no disrespect to anybody. Okay. You grown and you can do what you want to do. But the thing about it is, some of you, I don't, how do I say that and it don't sound bad? I've been like that. I'm not, well, I'm not a strumpet and I'm not calling you a strumpet. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that what we not gonna do is think that that's what's necessary. Or if somebody can't wait, if they can't wine and dine you or treat and show you that they gonna treat you right, then they don't deserve that. They don't deserve your credentials. Some of y'all finna become abstinent. Okay, celibastinate. Everybody ain't waiting. Some of y'all might just be abstaining, but just make sure you give them to the right people, because for some of you, maybe people in the past, like that was something that you did very quickly, and those are spirits as well, y'all. You realize that that's a portal. Hello. I'm just, well, it's the realest dealest. I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. That is a portal. Your credentials are portals. Okay, make sure you don't put the wrong energy in your portal. Okay, meant it. I'm back. Said it. So some of you, and be friends with the person. Okay, that's the other thing, is that you can be friends with someone before you give them some stuff. Okay, I don't know why y'all talk. This is craziness, but I receive it. Okay, because it's real grown folks, right? This the day party. This what we would have been talking about on the after party, and so they said we is gonna talk about the business. We got to get it out here, because what we not gonna do is just be giving anybody anything, because that's how we get tied up in them soul ties. It's a whole song. I can't stand. I almost cut. I was finna say a cuss word, wasn't it? Okay, I'm back. I was finna say a cuss word. I used to, that song used to, look, I still remember the song and I can't stand it. I'm gonna delete it off my phone. Sitting here staring at your picture with a slight grin, even though I know you'll let me again. I hate that song. I hate it now because I no longer have any soul ties, right? But back when I was trying to get rid of some soul ties, eh, my God in heaven. Anyway, but now, right, I've healed from that. I've healed from that experience and I've released it. But I can remember when I was trying to heal from that soul tie. Just saying. Child, you know that song, and I used to love it. Because I was in such an unhealthy and unhealed and toxic place, and so we're not doing that. Okay. So just know that we don't, that doesn't, giving somebody getting your credentials does not equate to your worth. Meant it. Okay. So we ending that cycle, whoever that's for. What else, Lord? Baby, come on, blessings for their obedience. We receive it. And if somebody, if that's because we so I wish I would, who child, they don't even wouldn't even approach me on that type of time, because I was finna say a cuss word. Okay, I'm back. What else? We got two that came out. Oh, let's do it. Oh my gosh, y'all! I did not know. I did not know that was the card. I said, "Oh, let's do it," and this one was face down, y'all. And literally, that is the card that is in this deck. And then I got a card that say, "Oh, let's do it." Resilience, determination. Some of you, this is your bounce back season. Drop that in the chat. This is my bounce back season. Okay, this is my come up season. Right now that we done got that out the way, okay, this is my bounce back season. This is my ole do it season. This is my let me show you who I am in this season. Who does anybody? I receive that energy. It's some people thought you weren't gonna come back from what you lost. They thought you weren't gonna come back from what it is that you've been suffering, because this is clarifying Saturn. Let me pull it up. They thought you weren't going to be able to heal from these relationships. They thought that you weren't going to be able to heal from them L's you had to take. I want you to know that this is your season. This is your season of abundance. This is your season of harvest. This is your season of change. This is your season of receiving everything that you lost. This is your season. Okay. Oh, let's do it. Your resilience is paying off. Your determination is paying off. Your perseverance is paying off. You may be the wounded warrior, but guess what? Wounded warriors can still battle. Wounded warriors heal. Come on, God. We may be wounded, but we still gonna heal. Can't stop, won't stop. And for some of you, this how does it feel? Dun, 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 dun. Emotionally unavailable, lack of intimacy, going through the motions and checked out. For some of you, some people, if somebody thought that you just wasn't going to be able to get back to yourself, but okay, I'm back. Why? Because they whose message is this? Baby, they thought that you was still, some people think that you still the same person that you were, but you're not. You've grown so much. You've grown in the Lord. You've grown in your faith. You've grown in your self-love. You've grown in your worthiness. Does anybody feel worthy? Does anybody know that you're worthy of everything you're getting ready to receive? Some people thought that they were the gift. Didn't I tell you earlier that you the gift? I've literally seen the word worthy or worth two times. I saw it the other day and it was spelled WURTH. Then when I was in LA yesterday, there's literally a building and I don't know what's in it, but it's the building. I don't know if you say it worthy or worth, but it was spelled WORTHE. It's literally over there in Burbank, right? And so I don't know who needs this. I received it. Now I understand why it was coming through. Yeah, some folks gonna they and for some of y'all, some folks finna be mad because you finna give them what they gave you and they ain't gonna be able to take it. I don't know who needs that message, baby, but yeah. Yeah, somebody finna get that same medicine. They finna get it and they not gonna like it. People can't take what they can dish out. It's all good. It's all fun when the rabbit got the gun. I don't even say that. So whoever message that is, that's one of your spirit names. When you start giving them what they gave you, they can't take it. Now I came back, so I'm gonna receive it. I'm gonna keep it. And some of you, yes, there is in. Let me just say, who good child. I done got excited about this. Okay, I'm back. Listen, y'all know I love the prayer of Jabez. I'm currently working with this energy, right, with this scripture. I want somebody, and you ain't got to say it in your if you don't want to, but let me just tell somebody. Have you recognized yet that you're growing and expanding, enlarging? The Lord is enlarging your territory now that you've let go of some things. Has anybody seen? Can you just? You ain't got to say it if you don't want to, but can you see that the Lord has enlarged you in some way, shape, form, or fashion? Be it in the form of relationships, friendships, projects, money. People be your money be funny when you be around certain people. You realize that, right? Can you just sit there and be like, wait a minute, soon as I let such and such go, soon as I moved away from such and such, man, some stuff started opening up in my life, didn't it? You don't say. Now I am here to tell you. Come on, 826. That number's chasing me. Let me tell you right now. Go on back and watch them blessings dry up. Go on back and watch them blessings dry up that the Lord just started bringing into your life. Money magic at the bottom of the deck. Go on back and watch your energy change. If you don't believe me, go on back and watch things start going bad in your life again. You ain't got to believe me. 826 means to shine forth and also to be a conjurer. If you don't believe me, go on back. And then you're going to come back and be like, touche. You have said, I know. Because some of you, the way to end this cycle of lack, remember we said there's no lack, this lack ain't gonna last. The lack ain't gonna last. So you're starting to realize the people, places, and things that are affecting your abundance. And so if you want to prove this to yourself, then by all means, feel free. Go on back. And then you gonna sit over there, you're gonna be like, man, when I had stepped away, I felt so good. My energy was up. I was happy. I was abundant. The Lord started opening doors. This is real Matthew 7, 7 and 8. The doors started opening. Things were going great. And then all of a sudden, here come the El Fulio Nims, whether it be a job, a person, a family member, what have you. And you decide, well, I'm doing good. And I let them come back on in. And all of a sudden, all your goodness is gone. We're not doing that in this season, because the Lord is enlarging your territory, the territory. And we're not doing that. I'm a money magnet. Money comes to me easily, effortlessly. I told y'all, for some of y'all, this about your finances. You realizing where the seeds, like for some of you, the seeds could have been planted in the wrong place. Maybe your focus was in the wrong place. Maybe you were putting your energy into the wrong thing. Maybe you were, come on, you better, maybe your prayer was in the wrong place. Now, this is a different deck, but y'all know alignment is alignment in whatever deck we're using. Matthew 6 and 33. Okay. You starting to recognize, like, you ain't crazy. You know what you know. Okay. This is about getting into alignment. Some of you, this is friends. Some people mad because you've been chosen to do what God has given you to do. Family mad, friends mad, your spouses, significance others mad. You don't understand. You wondering who gossiping, who's speaking negatively against you. A lot of times it's the people right around you. It's the people in your circle. Said it. So what you do, you step away and you say, I'm gonna be a little, didn't I just say I was gonna save this till the other day? You start being a little selfish with your time, effort, and attention, and then people gonna get mad and they gonna have something to say, and you got to be all right with them having some. Child, I'm finna get mad in my spirituals. They'll be all right. They're gonna be all right. Let them talk about you. Let them talk about you all the way to the bank. Let them talk about you as they see the Lord blessing you with this harvest and this abundance. For some of you, this is like the final test that you need to pass in order to create a new cycle and season in your life. And let me just say this, for some of you, it's the hardest test because this one is affecting your heart. Does that make sense? This one is affecting how it's making, the moon sign? It's affecting, where's the other? How does it feel? Because it's you having to say no to people who pull on your heartstrings. And but the thing about it is, there are some friends, there are some relationships that know that they have that hold on your heart. I can't make I'm an advocate, and I said this the other day. I'm an advocate for relationships working out, for friendships working out, but at the same time, I think some of us are at a point where the Lord has chosen you for something, and you're going to have to accept that you're going to be greater than other people. Does that make sense? You can't, like, being chosen. First of all, y'all know I say this all the time. You got to choose to be chosen, because God chose you. But you got to choose to be chosen. You do not have to do what God is asking you to do. But understand that being chosen comes with sacrifice. It comes with knowing that you're going to be above some other people. That God is going to place you in a season of elevation. He is going to take you further than other people are going to go. They're going to rise based upon his path for their life, but you're going to be above some people. And it's not that you're looking down at them, but you're going to have more money. You're going to have more recognition. You're going to have a better job. You're going to have more credentials, because that is what God chose you for. This is why the lesson that for some of you you're having to learn is that in order for you to be in alignment with what God wants you to do, you can't, if you, let's use money for whatever reason, money's heavy in the energy today, and relationships, right? If you are the generational curse breaker and you are chosen to do that, and you know that God has put it into your spirit to know that you're going to be a multimillionaire, well, you know, some folks gonna be mad because you're the one that was chosen for that. They gonna talk about you all of a sudden, and I don't know, because this is coming up now, y'all. I'm not no psychic, okay? I'm not. Well, I'm gonna say that the Lord showed me. I just know what the Lord shows me, right? But do you realize, like, you really gonna be the one stepping into wealth? Like, you really are that person. And there are gonna be some people that don't think that you don't deserve that. And they're gonna be just like this. And then they're gonna start talking about you because when you was piss poor and didn't have a pot to piss in or when to throw it out of, guess what? They didn't like you. And you didn't have nothing. And they was mad. So when you get ready to step into this wealth, you think they're gonna talk about you less? No, they're gonna talk about you more. Now they're gonna be like, oh, she thinks she this, oh, he think he that. Is, and you better say, and I am, and I am, and I am. But guess what? You can also say, I was that when you didn't think I was that. I was that when I was down there. Come on, God, I gotta chill. I was that when I was down there struggling. I didn't become that because I got money or wealth or fame or recognition or acclaim. I was already that. God had already chosen me for that. I just wasn't aware of it. Drop to say that. I've been that. I've been that. I just didn't know it until God showed it to me, and he showed me that that's who I truly was. It's going to be people, they thought that you were never going to see yourself the way that God sees you. I've been that. They knew that you've been that. Whose message is this? This is so good. Oh, money magic. Whoever's doing that. Some of you may be doing money magic. I don't pray. I personally don't pray to manifest money. I pray for the wisdom to create wealth. That's for some of you, that's a mindset that you're shifting and understanding that you don't pray for the money, you pray for the wisdom to make it. Does that make sense? You tried to explain that to somebody else, they didn't believe it, but you understand it. So now you're starting to see it, and now people starting to see that you are the gift, and they're starting to see the wealth, and they're starting to see that you really are going to do what you said you're going to do, and they're not going to talk about you any less. For some of you, whatever this is, for some of y'all, this is a relationship. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't put nobody in your business. This, I feel like this is y'all being real grown today. Because they said that you think these things are far off, and they're not. These things are closer than what you think they are. Mm-hmm. They're closer than you think they are. Because why? Because it ain't oh, come on, God. Because there's not a person in here who hasn't been working on staying in alignment on purpose. Can we drop that in the chat? In alignment on purpose. We ain't been around here out here doing work for nothing. We've been in alignment on purpose. So if I'm consistently working on being in alignment on purpose, don't you think we're going to start receiving those blessings we've been praying for? Is we ain't doing this work for nothing. Side note, y'all know I was calling Wednesday Shadow Work Wednesday. I'm not calling it that. It's going to be Do the Work Wednesday. Do the work Wednesday, because that's what we're going to be focused on. Doing the work to what? Stay in alignment. For why? To receive the harvest. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. Come on, Healing Works at the bottom of the deck and tapped in up under there. I'm done. Somebody got some enlargement coming in. Why? Because you're in alignment for it. So Wednesdays, we're not going to call it Shadow Work Wednesday because we just going to focus on the light, but we going to do the work. Do the work Wednesdays. There's a card in one of these decks that says do the work. Haven't we pulled it recently? I think that's what inspired it. Let me see if I can find it. Is it in this deck or the other one? Child, I think it's the man climbing up a boulder. I mean, he climbed up a mountain and he got a boulder on the shoulders. And I was like, yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to do the work. It might be in the ClariTEA deck. The ClariTEA is real. But needless to say, we're going to do the work on Wednesdays. We gonna do the work. It is. It's in the clarity is real because it ain't in here. Okay, I'm back. It's in the other deck. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Mm-hmm. Well, I said I wasn't gonna spend a lot of time there because what I'm not gonna do is give my energy to people who mad simply because I'm doing God's work. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing that. Not in this season. See, that's the thing. Some people, that's a distraction for somebody who, that's a distraction for somebody. Mm-hmm. That's a distraction. They trying to come on John 10:10 at the bottom of the deck. And then Malachi 3:10. Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse. We receive it. Which part? Distractions, baby. Distractions is real. But not this season. We're not gonna be distracted. Somebody trying to pull you off your purpose, and the Lord said, "Not this time." I need somebody to accept that the Lord is not allowing you to be distracted in this season, baby. He said, "Not today." Girl, I couldn't even get it out. I couldn't. He said, "Not today." Literally, that's what I just heard. Not today. So that might be no distractions, baby. That was the Bible verse yesterday. What was the Bible verse yesterday? I ain't even seen the child. What was the Bible verse yesterday? Child. We too busy over here building. I feel like our spirit names there was like grown folks stuff. Some of y'all finna have to have some grown folks conversation about what? For some, the record said, if this is your message, if this is your message, y'all gonna have to have a talk. Like it may be some people coming back into your life, but this season you gonna have to put it on the line. You gonna no child, it was. You gonna have to put it on the line because the thing about it is, I think that somebody not. I'm not gonna say that word. I don't even like to say that word ever. Ain't no beating around the bush. Because the Lord ain't bringing people back into your life for no reason. And so you're going to have to be willing to have the hard conversations and say what needs to be said. Because if you don't, you're going to keep going round and round with this particular person. It's almost like both of y'all have grown to the point where you can have grown people conversations. Like, ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Now, y'all, I'm finna put them up. I was shuffling and literally, let me show y'all how these ones and these ones fell. Ain't this the harvest moon? This ain't September, is it? What month is this, y'all? October. Gathering, reaping what you've sown. Didn't I say I'm gonna throw the whole, put them up. Finish reading it. You say, ain't this the harvest moon? I was just looking at, ain't that the full moon for reaping? What you say, sow the seed? Did we say sow the seed? Does that say sow the seed on it? Reaping what you have sown. Thankfulness, gratitude, abundance, wisdom, reconnecting with self, truth like energy. Fall. That was it. Child, let me put them cards up because they'll keep talking and me too. I'm just saying, thank y'all. Receive it. And child, the seeds are being sown, baby. They is being sown. I told somebody that last night. I said it's crazy, man, because the way the cards be talking, people will think I'm crazy. I was trying to explain to somebody, well, he don't think I'm crazy, but I was just like, man, I just love what I do. That's just it. I love what I do. I just do. That's just it. I love the way that the Lord uses me. I love the gift that He has given me. I'm so very, very grateful for it. You can have it. You can have it. Oh, well, I'm gonna say this. If the Lord desires to bless you with it, then you can have it. You just got to know your gifts. Now everybody's intuitive. That ain't just for me, right? This is just my gift. Come on, blessed. I'm so blessed. I do, y'all. I don't take my gifts lightly. I'm so grateful that the Lord uses me for this. Thank you, RR. Thank you. It's a wrap. Um, it's a wrap. A lot of people were talking about my wrap yesterday, and y'all know I love my head wraps. And so I'm gonna put my wig back on. I ain't named her yet. She raggedy right now though, child. I got to get her whole life in order. Um, but y'all know I love my wraps. I don't know how to bring that to y'all yet. Okay. So many fake pages with your name have been, it's not me. I'm going to say it one time. And listen, if you would like to get in touch with me, you can go to my website. You can send me an email. Let me tell y'all, listen, these little fake pages, people name, y'all, they even put my website link in their profile. Now, I ain't mad because they sending some traffic to my website. Y'all make sure y'all go shop with me, right? They sending traffic, baby. They put my website, touchegermain.com, in that link. I said, I was so tripped out. I clicked on it. My crazy. I say, is this my website? Like, me. Let me see where it take you. Charlie went all the way to my website. I said, well, I don't know if I'm supposed to be mad or not because they didn't send the people name to my website. Lord, y'all, I was so tickled. One day, it was me responding to me. They responded on my video. I just so happened to be responding to comments. And I was like, and I see me respond to me. I went back and responded to me and was like, child, what you was doing? What you was doing? Child, they don't even care. They don't even care, baby. They was responding. And so I started talking to myself. Hell, why not? And since you is pretending to be me, let's talk. Let's talk. Maybe you got some of my personality. Okay, come on, personality. I ain't got but two. But okay, well, maybe you never know, honey. One knee. So I started talking to me, child. Why not? Strike up a conversation. You were sending people to my website. Thank you, honey. One. I be like, child, that's what they said too. Time out. Literally, the message was like, I sent something about your relationship. Here, what you know that I don't know? Because I've been asking the Lord to tell me where husband at for 50 lamb Sundays. And he ain't told me Nathaniel. Y'all will show everybody else. You ain't showed him yet. Where he at? Anyway, I'm not finna get started on husband. Baby, they went to telling me they was gonna tell me about my relationship. What you know that I don't know? Why the hell y'all telling the people them I don't even know? How y'all gonna tell the strangers them that's pretending to be me? Because let me tell you right now, I'll fight you. You let me find out you didn't talk, you said something to husband. I'm not child. Let me put where's my lip gloss at? Because baby, I done got in my spirituals. Let me find out. Long as I've been waiting on him to show up. I wish that's one of them I wish much as I've been asking, you say what? Okay. Find out. Faith around and find out. That's what you do. I ain't even gonna cuss right there. It was in my spirituals. Y'all heard it. You heard it. I was finna cuss. The word was meant it. That finna get out. The Lord wasn't finna be in that one. He wasn't finna be in none of that. But I'll be, so who they think I'm is? Why they want to play? Let me find out. That's all I'm gonna say. You gonna see me. Ain't gonna be, and faith ain't gonna be. You might pray. Good baby, I've been waiting on husband too long, baby. You don't play with him. That part too. Child, where my gloss at? Child, I done got mad at my spiritual. These folks want to play around. Listen, let me put me some gloss on. Cause this ain't even the same color. This don't even match what I got on. I don't care. It don't even match. This the color I wore yesterday, the J Hood. This don't even match what I got on. See, I done got in my spirituals. Did I hadn't got in my spirituals. They done made me mismatch my gloss. Cause this ain't even what I got on today. I was wearing Cosmic Mocha and y'all done put me in Purple Nova. You gonna see a supernova. I'm just saying. I'm back. Meant it. You better look, you better tell them something. I'm back. Anyway. Look, you better tell them something, mama. I don't play by him. Did I just say I don't play? I'm not playing. Cutthroat. Meant it. Anyway, I'm big. Oh, I'm not playing by him. I meant that in all seriousness in my spirituals. I'm big. That's that king, baby. Don't mess with the king. That's all I got. Child, maybe you're being talked about in rooms you're not in. Child, listen, and I receive it. I don't know. Probably so, because I receive it, because I be praying for it, right? To be discussed. Like, I don't want what is my I'm not gonna say, well, I'm gonna say that. Yep, I do. I'm not even gonna hold my tongue about it. I meant the every word of it. Show do. Why? Because I want Touche Cosmetics to be where it's supposed to be. I want my brand and my businesses to reach millions and millions of people, to give them some love, light, and healing energy with a touch of beauty, fashion, and faith. I'm serious about my business now. I am serious about these businesses that I'm trying to put out there. So yes, please put my, that's why I don't be mad for real, when people be intimidating me. I told y'all this, man. I was like, I don't be mad. I don't be mad. I tried to block one time, and guess what it said? They couldn't prove it. I say, well, you know what? It's since I don't put anything out but love, light, and healing energy, I'm grateful. Thank you for helping me. These folks be having thousands and thousands of followers, y'all, and it's not me. But you're reposting my content, and eventually you gonna come across me, the real me. And if you pay attention, you can tell that it's not my page, y'all. You can look at the follower count. You can see the videos that I've posted. So you know it's not the real thing. They don't have but a couple of videos from the time that they created the profile up until whenever you see it, right? So you can tell when it's not the real person. But I'm like, listen, that's free marketing. That's free marketing. That's free marketing. A lot of times these people are in countries that I'm not even in. But guess what that's doing? That's putting me in countries that I hadn't stepped foot in yet. Yet, you say yet. That's putting me, that's how do you know that the right people didn't see that profile and then look up the right person? I don't get mad about stuff like that. That's marketing that I didn't ask for. So I don't get mad. I'll be like, thank you. I receive it. Because what they meant, what the enemy meant for evil, God meant for good. You're literally putting me in places that I may not have had access to. And I receive that. So I don't even, it really doesn't bother me. Y'all, I know a lot of you inbox me. I will say this. Y'all know this. I don't do personal readings. I do not do personal readings. And if you ever want to contact me, you have got to go through my website and my email. This is why a big part of why I don't do personal readings, y'all. Because if it's because I don't ask for money. Y'all know this. I don't ask for money. Do not give them money. If you have ever seen me do a live, I do not ask for money. And so that's how you'll know if they're asking you for a donation. First of all, it's a big reason why I don't respond in my inbox, y'all. Usually the only messages I respond to are to tell people it's not me that's trying to contact you. Because they'll be like, hey, I think this is yeah, it's not me, because I will never reach out to you in your inbox ever. I don't do that at all. Mm-mm. So do not give them money. I don't care. Come on, strength card. No matter how good it sounds, please do not get tricked. Please do not get scammed. I don't do personal readings at all. I don't even have coaching available on my website anymore because the Lord said, nope, we're not going in that direction. I don't do personal readings. Okay. Yeah, because and that's a true story. If they make any money off of me or my name or whatever they're doing, the Lord is going to bless. He's already blessing me with it. It's not going to go the way that they think. It's going to come back on them as negative karma. And I'm because you didn't do it with you did it with the three of swords. You did it with the wrong intentions. Okay, so just know that don't get these people no money. That's it. That's all I got. Today it's gonna be a great and amazing weekend. So don't forget, y'all, these cards always want to do that. Come on, the Page of Swords. You better go, child. Listen, I told y'all who that go. What y'all said. So that's who people being talked, you being talked about in rooms your foot ain't stepped into yet. We received that. I received that. I sure do. How is it going to help me reach more people? Like the live, share the live, share the love. Because I want more people to understand and know that God is real. Message. And that he can change you, your life, your circumstances, your everything. He can, it's all, I feel like if the Lord putting me, my name, my products, my whatever in rooms, and this is your business, you put yourself in this situation. I'm just using me. Come on, Ace of Cups. It's simply a way for me to get God further out there. Like whether people believe it or not, like y'all know my whole goal is to show people what God can do in your life and how he can take you from rags to riches, from the pit to the palace, whatever you want to call it. How when you think that you have nothing, you truly have everything because you have God. And so again, it's why the Lord has made me understand why this journey has been what it is, because he's giving me the opportunity to show people that it doesn't matter what you have or what you think you don't have. If you have God, you have everything. And he will show people that he is everything by using you as a demonstration, by using you as a testimony, so that other people can begin to become free and know that you don't have to stay in what you're in, that you can be set free. And that's it. And it's not as easy, it's not as hard as people think it is. It's actually really simple. It just requires you to believe that there's more for you than whatever your circumstances are, whatever your situation is. And so as the Lord puts me in different rooms and different places, it's not, hello dearest one, it's not me wanting it for my own purposes, y'all. It really is so I can show people like, hey y'all, God made something out of nothing. Like he took something that was just an idea and he's taking it places. He's taking it to the moon, and you just be like, what? So it's really just an opportunity to give God glory and be like, man, and he can do it wherever you are, wherever you're starting from. God can work with you right there. Right there. And that's it. It I can remember back in the gap when it was very selfish, when I wanted it for me. I wanted, and it's like, but I'm like, but now it's not for me, it's for everybody. It's for the people who are around me. It's for people who don't even know who I am yet. It's for my family. And as a result of it not being, you got to be selfish. And I hope this makes sense for whoever needs this message. You got to be selfish with yourself in order to give to the world. Does that make sense? I hope you got to be selfish, because everybody is not going to deserve your blessings, your energy, your time, effort, and attention. But you're also going to be giving of yourself, because you're giving whatever you're doing, your business, your service, your product, is so you can gift the world. So you got to know how to pour into yourself. You got to know, and I'm still learning, y'all. I'm not no pro. I'm still learning every day. True story. I some somebody put some check me in my spirituals and was like, you need to just do for you, which is why when I went to J HUD yesterday, come on, Ace of Pentacles, the seed, y'all. When I went to J HUD yesterday, it was for no other reason but enjoyment, because I wanted to enjoy going. But who's to say that that didn't plant a seed? And but it wasn't about me doing going and trying to do it on purpose. I was just doing it because I enjoyed being in the energy of it. I enjoyed being there, right? And so me still learning how to pour as much into myself because I felt bad because I didn't go live, right? And so for 2 days I was like, man, I didn't go live, and I have to still learn how to be okay, because someone made me realize, y'all, my life, what I do is based upon everybody else. Doing this is not for my benefit. It's because this is how God is using me to be of service to people. And so when I don't do it, I feel bad. But the Lord is also like, if you don't, it's because I'm telling you not to. I don't not go live just for the sake of not going live. If I'm not live, it's because the Lord has said, I got something else for you to do. I don't play about what he has, the work. I don't play about the work. And so if I'm not live, it's not because it's just like, oh, I don't feel like going live today. There's always a reason. The Lord, 10 times out of 10, is because the Lord has me doing something else. If I don't go live Monday through Friday because the Lord said, hold on, I know you're supposed to go, but today I need you to go over here and do this thing. Okay. So, but also learning how to do things and be able to enjoy my moments and the things that the Lord has blessed me to receive. And that's what yesterday was. It allowed me to just receive a moment and not be focused on business, not be focused on, okay, let me get myself out there and pass out these samples. And it just allowed me to sit back for a second and say, man, I just really enjoy this whole experience, the environment of it, the everything about it. Like, I just love being in the energy of it. So there are times when I have to take a step back and fill my cup. Yesterday was a fill my cup kind of moment for me. It was me being in the energy of something I love to do. It's me being able to see someone else in their craft and their talent, but also pouring into me with their gift. Does that mean, come on, God? That's a beautiful way to put that. Like, that's literally what happened yesterday. Yesterday was an opportunity for me to be poured into, right? You oftentimes we think that we receive pouring from finances or money. No, I was blessed with hearing Jennifer Hudson sing yesterday twice. Blessed with being in the energy of someone else who pours into other people as their gift and their talent. And so you got to have those moments where, especially if you do something like I do, where you're always pouring. Yeah, you got to be poured into as well, because you're absolutely right. And that's how I was like, but see, that's why I also said when I woke up this morning, y'all, I felt amazing because I took a day and allowed myself to be poured into, versus because I pour every day. I hope that made sense for somebody. So yeah. Message. Mhm. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so that's something that the Lord has me to work on, right? Hydrate your soul. That's exactly what it is. Hydrate your soul. So I'm reckoning, and a lot of this is coming right now as I'm getting this. I'm literally getting a lot of this because the Lord didn't give me any of this, but as I just listen to what the Spirit is telling me, y'all, I never even equated going to J Hud, because I said this yesterday. I was like, man, I don't even really know why I was here, but it was so that I can be poured into. And so the Lord is putting people in place who can pour into me so that I can keep pouring into others. I received that. Thank y'all. And that's beautiful. And so look, I'm trying. You better come. I love y'all. And there go my grandmama and my granddaddy. So true story. King of Cups up under that. Why? Because I got to keep doing this work, and burnout is real, and I don't want to get tired of doing the work. So the Lord is providing opportunities for me to receive the same thing that I'm giving. Mhm. So anyway, Know how to take your time to receive as much as you give. That's what I would say. Okay. That's what I would say. Make sure you're taking as much time if you're a giver, and a lot of us are, because if you over here, you're a giver, like you have that kind of heart. Just make sure you're receiving and allowing yourself to receive just as much as you give. It really is self-care. It really is. It is self-care. So I didn't feel bad about, like, I got to be me, dressed up, makeup, like my full glamouflage, right? And just allow myself to just have a good time. And it is a beautiful experience, y'all. It is a beautiful thing to just be like, okay, okay. And so I received that. So make sure self-love is the best love. Self-care, self-love, it is important. So if the Lord gives you an opportunity, receive that. Receive it and don't feel bad about it. I love y'all. I love y'all with my whole heart, right? But I love me. I love me. And so if the Lord is giving me an opportunity, yeah, I'm gonna take it. So just know that. Just, that's it. That's all I got. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. That's that hydrate your soul. If I'd have never seen that. Y'all make sure y'all go get y'all some glosses. Go get you some Celestial Shine lip glosses. Go to my website, touchegermain.com. Make sure you get your your glosses on my website. Make sure you get your eyeshadow palette, your eye pop eyeshadow palettes on my website. Order the new not prosperity, preparation for the promise deck. Make sure y'all do that. I got so much new stuff coming out. My next deck is going to be the spirit guides and ancestors, but they're not in a rush for me to do it, and I'm not in a rush to make it happen as well. I'm grateful that I'm at number 10. I'm learning how to take my time with stuff and don't feel like again, no influence. I just allow myself to move at the speed and the pace that God is giving me, and it works, y'all. It works. So, y'all, hydrate your soul and things. Drink your water. Say your gratitude. Okay. Have a fantastic and an amazing weekend in purpose and on purpose. Don't forget, starting Monday, I bet not forget, 6:30. Bible clarity, 6:45, meditation and journaling, 7 a.m. this morning's message. Okay, we're gonna do everything in the spirituality instead of trying to separate it. Because yeah, why not? Okay, that was it. That's it. Go be great, amazing, do great, amazing things. Have a fantastic and an amazing weekend in purpose and on purpose. And I will see y'all on Monday. I'll see y'all on Monday. I love y'all in real life. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Child, it's gonna